Hey, this is Lessons in Critical Thinking. And these are subjects that make me sad because I care and suffering from species alienation because the norm, you, the 99.6% of you people primates, the Homo communis, suffer from HSD, various forms of human domestication syndromes. It breaks my heart to see this. So suffering from species alienation is a lot of sadness and anger and frustration. And the sadness is, linked to reality of what I observe and I study, observing you. And the anger and frustration comes from some interactions, but mostly the fact that you won't let me help. And you won't help yourselves either. And if you won't help yourselves, even if you say, oh no, we'll accept your help, it's apparent often, even before I start. Sometimes I'll give it a try anyways, writing a prediction beforehand, based on red flags I've observed, what's going to happen. So today I'm, walking beautiful trails around this campground here and stopping at one place on a bench and observing the ocean and people far away, but I'm overhearing a family with three kids, I would say, and they are stopping at a picnic table beside me, and the mother is talking about this game on her cell phone. She said, "Oh, I can't get this stupid stoned. I need to evolve this to." And the kids are trying to help, and they're happy. They're interacting with their mom on something they know, but really, the word "stupid" is coming up a lot from the mom. The word "evolve" for a game where there's a magical stone, and then the kids are saying things like, "I need a stone." Need, the word "need." Now, these are kids. They're gonna live in a generation where clean water, healthy air to breathe, without, doing damage to your health. And food that people aren't going to fight over will be challenging in these kids' lifetime. And this is, I guess they'll be not knowing how to access that. They'll be looking for magical stones when they're adults, I guess. It's pretty sad to see. And then there's another younger couple right beside in a small playground with their one daughter. And I'm hearing the young daughter once in a while say, "Help!" And it's not the right word. Like, she's not in trouble. She's just at a place where she doesn't want to climb herself. And the two young parents in their maybe late 20s, they're already disconnected. They're already hanging out. They're not on their phones, but they're kind of zoned out in their thoughts. They're not even talking to each other. And they approach slowly. And the mom seems to be closer, so she lifts the daughter. And there's no talking. And there's no teaching the daughter how to do it and safely by being close in case she's going to fall and catching her, and discussing strategy or thinking tools, right? And it happens to be the mother was closer at the time, and they didn't rush. They just walked slowly like zombies, and the zombie that was closer did the lifting, and there's no learning. And so the kid is in charge with the wrong word of being lazy, and this is a 4-year-old girl. And I've seen kids like this, and I've worked with adults that actually do this, and they want me to get the certification that they have, so because I'm so good with kids, to work with kids. And so it's observing how your species is failed and doomed, and that my wanting to participate in conversations about this makes me an enemy of the 99.6% of you, and that the one that want my help, when they see results, they kind of eventually show their true colors, that they're not willing to push through their own failings and learn anything either. They just kind of realize that they're culture breakers, but at different tipping points as well, right? So this is what I observe when I'm trying to get my ecocentric medicine. So in this Lessons in Critical Thinking, it's just very obvious that you're doomed as a species. And I live in a time where, as I said before, as soon as I became the Doctor of Humanics, I knew I had to retire the Doctor of Humanics. And it's semi-retired because there's still the odd possibility that there might be some collaborations, but they're often short-term. And it's not because I failed, it's because people don't realize that they have to participate too, the adults too, and they have to. This is why my pilot project for working with kids for my not-for-profit society is that the parents must participate one full day every 2 weeks if they want their child to be in it. And I'm only accepting 6 to 8 kids, and because of the rules, I'm not even sure I could get 2 kids. And the rules are that parents must participate, and I need a firm commitment. A lot of conversations about this because I don't want to kick the kids out later. It's troublesome for the kids. It's trauma for the kids. It's hurtful and harmful for the kids. But I need to be sure the parents are going to do this. And there are ways that, if the parents don't show up, that's the day, because I would have a limit with a vehicle of how many kids can fit. So on that day, you're driving your kid because it's your day to come. So, your kid can't come if you can't come. So in a way, the kids wouldn't be kicked out right away, but they'd probably get a few warnings. If they say, I can't come, oh no, then I got to find another babysitter. Can you? No, I'm sorry. We've actually had this exact conversation before, and this is your strike one in writing. And when they come, the parents, one of the conditions will be what they learned about parenting, about human thinking tools, about observing lessons and life skills that weren't planned, that just happen on the go during the day, supposed Homo sapiens are already supposed to know or to be doing as a norm, as a collective, is they'll be having to write about that. So, would I ever give this pilot project for free where I don't get paid? Only one of my staff gets paid? I need one staff, and then the parent would be the other. So we'd be 3 adults with 6 to 8 kids, okay? And the staff as well would have to do a few blogs for the day or the week of what they learn and what they observed, and how, with some light reality that this is sad, that this is not the norm, right? And that we have to kind of actually discuss the strategy behind things, because it's a minority type of teaching that is not in these schools that parents are in line to sign their kids for the day before, or sleep over outside to sign up their kids, and it's not even part of this stuff, and it's not part of the curriculum that uses the word life skill a lot of the time. I've documented these flaws in the society here on Vancouver Island some years ago, and it was a shock. It completed my research in the human condition, the research I did in the north of Vancouver Island. Did some research in the north of Ontario and in a little bit in Europe, and a lot in Asia and in Africa, but nothing outside of Canada contradicted my theory and my description of the human condition. It's the same everywhere. I mean, people think, they go there, oh, it's so different over there, but really it's the same if you analyze the human thinking tools in their lack or their flaws. Whether it's a place with tall buildings or no buildings at all, or it's a place where people, can afford to buy toys that are, enough for one toy can pay the food for an entire other kid in another country for a year, kind of thing. It's the same flaws that they have, these parents who are, baby factories. They're not really teaching anything resembling not even 0.03 of a human operating system. So it's sad that this is what I see, and this is what I'll continue to see, and it'll get worse. And this is who you are, and I'm not making this stuff up, and this is me living among you right now, and I will not compromise my standards that I've worked very hard for to become part of humanity. I find more other species that are part of humanity as described a particular way. Very few of the people primates or the Homo communia, although 99.6% of them consider themselves the nice people in society and consider me an outcast or a pariah or something like that in some way, and most of them have nicer clothes than me, even the poorer people. And so this is who you are, and this is what it's like for me, and this is why there's a lot of my energy in balancing this sadness and this frustration, and yet again, this sadness and frustration and anger does not get out of control. It doesn't prevent me from passing a criminal record check. It doesn't make me inefficient. If I'm given an opportunity to be of service, I will be able to efficiently do it. It's just that I am not given these opportunities, and most of the people, they don't really, within their awareness, it's unconscious. They don't know why they, even the ones that are excited about seeing my skill sets, they don't know why they do not proactively either provide me or encourage others or network for me or reference me to provide these programs. And it's all unconscious. Their passivity is beyond their ability to understand the existence of the levels of their passivity. So it's a sad thing to